Hello everybody, this video is about the raise button. If you haven't seen a video of the flat button and the text button, I will highly recommend you to have a look at those videos because it will really help you to understand the raise button. If you got the idea of the flat button or the text button, you could easily understand the raise button because they do work in the same way. There is just a difference of how they look. Alright, so let me just write the code here. Body, I want to put my widget into the center, so the center widget, and child widget, and raised button. And in the raised button, as I already told in my last two videos, the properties of the buttons are divided into two portions. I just divided them myself, the functionality portion and how they look, or the UI, their UI or their design portion. So if you just understand the functionality portion, then you have just learned enough about the buttons. Now just you got to work on how they look. That's it. So for the functionality, we have the three functions: on press, long press, and on highlighted. And as usual, we'll be using on press and on long press, and on press and the on long press. All right, now we got to give it the function to it. Okay, now you get to give a name to your button. Obviously you got to use a child widget here, and the child widget I want to use text widget, and in the text widget my raise button. Alright, now it will work fine. Okay, now you could see your raise button. Okay, the difference between the flat button and the raise button, that flat button is just looks so flat in UI and its design, but the raise button, it does have some elevation in it. So that's the major difference between the flat button and the raise button, nothing more. It works same in the functionality and it does have the same the UI properties. I just think the flat button doesn't have the property of the elevation, but the raise button does have. That's the, I guess, the difference. Hello from the raise button and the long hello from the raise button. This is how the functionality work when you when I do on press. When I just press the button, print hello from the raise button, but when I do the long press, just print long hello from the raise button. And let me just change the color of my button. Okay, this is looking fine. You could also change the text color, I guess, if you want, and it is working fine. And this is how you can change background color of your raised button and its text color as well, and the function, and how you can use its functionality properties, the on press and on long press functionality. And this was all for the raise button, but just like the flat button, which is an obsolete now, so it would be removed somewhere near in the future. In the same way, the raise button is also an absolute, and it will be removed or be replaced by the new type of button, or you could also consider it the newer version of the raise button, the elevated button. So in the next video we'll be talking about the elevated button. So this is all for this video. If you really find it helpful and useful, hit the like button and subscribe the channel, and bye bye.